Alrighty-roo, and cuckoo-ca-choo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. I kind of quit out. I'm not sure if it's saved properly. It looks like it did, though. Although it looks like I'm at the middle of the night, but maybe that's where I was. I don't know for sure. So I think it saved on its own, which is really nice, because I had to kind of, like, I play something else, a group. And I just had to kind of close it, because it's like, well, everybody's starting, so let's do it. Looks like I'm not going to have to go back any. So there, it's a kind of magic. It's that magic moment. Sophie's mention of a vampire clan and blood sorcerers sparked your attention. One of them, Agathon, could potentially be your introduction into the bizarre powers of the Tremere. Again, Tremere fucking... Like, other vampires, like, other clans are like, nah, we kind of are afraid of them, because, like, the history of the Tremere is, they didn't exist per normal. They, originally, there was a bunch of, like, way back, probably Middle Ages, I'm thinking. There were some mages, because magic is a thing there, and there's mage, that's another part of the world of darkness. They basically got together and they were trying to figure out immortality, and they couldn't really make it happen as per normal. Like, you know, that's the thing. Oh, everybody wants to be immortal or whatever, right? You know, you're magic, you want to be immortal. And they're like, one of them was just like, fuck all this, let's just, like, vampires exist, let's just capture one. like a good one, like a good powerful one. And they found like a Methuselah somehow and bound it and did their magics to sort of like steal vampirism from it and destroy it. And that became basically Clan Tremere. But when you become a Tremere, if you're a magic person, you don't have the magic you had before, because that's like in conflict or something. It's like, no, now you have blood magic. You lost whatever you had, now you have this instead. Like, I don't really... They're a secretive clan, and they don't really talk much about that, because other vampires are like, the more you know, the more you're like, you're an invasive species, like, you know, fucking, just trying to think, like, there's that Simpsons episode where there's like a bullfrog, and it just fucks up shit, and it ends up, like, mating with a fucking kangaroo or some shit, or tobacco plant or whatever. I don't remember. Yeah, it's like kudzu. Kudzu is a good example. That's not native to Florida, to my knowledge, and it's sort of taken fuck over because it got introduced at some point, and it's like there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, they're sort of an invasive species. And they have like a whole their own little culture within, and they're in the Camarilla because they need to not get all, like, they don't want to be hunted down, but they're also kind of like their own little society within the society, and they're very quiet about it, so you don't really get to, like, it's like we don't, it's like technically you're one of us, but you probably shouldn't be, and we're kind of afraid of you. Like, so you just stay over there and do your thing, and you're happy to do that, and everybody just kind of minds their own business and doesn't get exploded. Because getting exploded from the blood inside you is pretty fucking horrible. Searching for Hope. Sophie suggests you meet Hope, a reclusive member of the Malkavian clan. I don't know if there are I mean, I guess you could be a non-reclusive member of the Malkavian clan. Malkavians are... It's a spectrum, my guy, but they all kind of... I don't know, I guess they could be not reclusive. I just feel like most of them probably kind of are. And if they're not, it might not be good. For everyone else. She supposedly holed up at an internet cafe in Lower Manhattan. Gumshoe in the dark. A recent string of violent killings has the Red Hook district of Brooklyn on edge. Sophie mentioned that Kadir Asmai has a secret associate investigating the mirrors, a Nosferatu neonate by the name of D'Angelo. If you help him out, he might be persuaded to form a lasting partnership. Jezebel's child. Sophie mentioned a gangrel neonate by the name of Tamika, who's made herself a haven in Prospect Park. The Farrells aren't exactly a social bunch. I mean, even by kindred standards, but if you can keep her from clawing her eyes out just long enough, she might be persuaded to join you. I feel like she's got her own little coterie or brood or clan hangout and people and stuff. I don't feel like she needs new friends. One thing I do think is interesting, though, I don't know if this game will ever come out, but Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, from what we did see, and it may not even be relevant anymore, but there was like a trailer and some gameplay stuff, and D'Angelo is in that one. Like, I remembered it now, even though I don't think I remembered it back then, but he looks pretty good for a Nosferatu here. I don't think he looks that bad in the thing either. Like, he could pass for human. A lot of times Nosferatus, they're just... Woo! They all have, like, a 0 for... like, a permanent 0 for, physical appearance. Like, that's standard. You can't do anything. But you know what? I'm gonna go talk to Hope, because I'm a Malkavian at heart. And, of course, I have to have her in my party. You know? I gotta. The fact that her name is Hope is, I don't know, probably a little ironic, but... And I do kind of remember the interaction, but I don't know how well it goes or doesn't, and I could still fuck it up. But let's go look for Hope. It's a quiet, moody internet cafe. God damn it, I'm not reading fast enough! Half of its space serves as a comfy coffee bar these days, but behind a glass wall, it still has a space dedicated to rows of PCs. I don't remember the last time I've seen an internet cafe. I know that's still a thing in Japan. Actually, I watched a short little semi-documentary thing about how, oh, Japan doesn't have homelessness. It's like 0.5% or some shit of homeless people. It's like, no, there's just people who are they're quiet homeless, effectively. Like, you know, they're silent. You know, they are not just sleeping on the street and stuff because it's such a hassle and the laws make it so hard to be homeless, but a lot of them live it, or don't live anywhere, but they sort of travel around it, and you know, they work, and then they go to internet cafes or places like that where, you know, like, they can have a place to sleep or whatever for the night, or shower. There's a lot of ways to make it sort of possible to be homeless and not, like, you know, it's really sad. I was like, oh, I did not know that. That is really fucked up. From the street, you notice tired adults in casual clothes typing away absent-mindedly at some bored kids, wasting the late evening hours on colorful online games. Motherfuckers playing Candy Crush and... Why would you do that on a computer? I don't know. Club Penguin. I'm just trying to throw out some random ass crap. Gaia Online. Just like, let's go for some old school crap. Oh, ooh, what is it? Atrocity Online. There you go. It's a mud. Noon and damage, motherfucker. Like, there we go. I just wanted to go with some old school shit. If Sophie's intel is to be believed, this is where Hope has set up her haven. Atrocity. God, that's so like... Man, that is so old school. One of the waiters is standing outside the building, gazing at the sky with a smartphone in hand and a vape pen in the other. See, yeah, that's like... You approach the man and tell him, I'm looking for Hope. You'll find no hope here. He points to like a sign that says, abandon all hope, all ye who enter here. Just kidding, that would be funny though. I think that's from Dante's Inferno or something. I was supposed to meet Hope here. I'm here on official business. It's like, dude, I'm on my break. I don't give a fuck. I think I'm gonna go with this. You know, if I told you I was, what would you say to me? If I told you I was supposed to meet Hope here, what would you say to me? And he's like, I'd probably tell you I'm surprised. People are usually far more discreet about seeing her. Hey, bro, you know, like, I'm sorry that they make you wear that type of apron as a server, but probably keeps your shirt cleaner. You know, serving is a dirty job, but this isn't like Cracker Barrel, and you're not baking cookies, so. But hey, we're both black. I like your hair. You're pretty handsome. Like, I'm not, I don't like guys, but you're, I wonder if you just work here so that you can, like, find a gamer girlfriend or something. Anyway, moving on. Sure, he gets lots of play. The man slowly takes a drag from his E6, sizing you up and down in silence. After a long, awkward moment, he raises his voice again. Come, right this way. It's like, honestly, I'm a little sus at you, but because most people are smarter than that. But sure, why not? Like, what's the worst that could happen? She could just kill me or something, I guess, right? He heads back into the cafe, and you follow his lead. He's like, my break's over anyway, whatever. Oh, fuck, I hate when they do that. That startles me. Like, it's always, like, a scary bad thing. Like, fuck, okay. When you make your way through the space with computers, through the space with computers. That doesn't seem like a normal sentence. No one averts their gaze. Oh, I guess because there was a place where it's like, oh yeah, no, they still do that there. Averts some gaze from spreadsheets, emails, Facebook profiles, or games of Fortnite. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but sure, why not? Spreadsheets? It's a common sight, one you wouldn't have paid much attention to a few weeks ago, but now it seems unnervingly quaint. Would they still be spending their time like this if they were immortal? I mean, there's gotta be, like, I would think that there's probably, like, now, I didn't think about that before, but now that I'm considering it, if vampires, especially, like, the World of Darkness vampires, were a thing, there would probably be people who wanted to be pro gamers, or were already gamers and would use, like, celerity and the other different powers to just... You know, people are like, I call hacks, but there is no hacks. I mean, they are cheating because they're using supernatural powers, but no one can fucking catch them. But it's hard to be famous as a vampire. That doesn't really work together. You can only do it for a short time, and it's probably highly discouraged. The waiter unlocks an unassuming door at the end of the room and lets you inside. You two swiftly make your way through a labyrinth of sterile gray corridors, taking confusing twists and turns. What the fuck? How do we... There's just, what? You just have, like, this hidden labyrinth? Just, fuck. Is there a minotaur down here? There's, like, a fucking cryptid? What? That's weird. Feels like you're traveling into a different world. Like, yeah, no, this used to be a Nosferatu haunt, so there's a lot of weirdness. And I hate this fucking screen. It's got, like, it has, like, it looks like, it's like the inside of your eye. It's got, like, little veins and, like, those little squiggly lines that people have, you know, in their eyes. Like, oh, a little squiggly line you can't, like, look at directly. I think they're supposed to be, like, veins, and normally your brain turns off seeing them, but you can still kind of, I don't know, maybe they're like burns in your retina or something, I forget. Crossing one invisible portal after another. Eventually, I'm so all over the place. Eventually, your guy gets you to the destination. Your guy motions to the room. Lone source of pale light, a computer screen in the distance, beckoning you to come closer. As you do, you hear the door shutting behind you. He's like, "Yep, I'm going." Back and short chuckle echoing behind you. Is this the place? Nothing else to do but sit on the chair in front of the computer. Monitor displays a modern chat application. Oh, it's a modern chat application. Not sure what that would be. I mean, even how old is Discord? A cursor is blinking in the user nickname entry field in the middle of the screen, obviously expecting you to input your handle. After brief consideration, you type in your name? Yeah, no, thank you. A random string of characters. Something goofy. Gorsh. No. I'm not trying to get fucking shot at by Disney. No, I don't want to use my name. I don't think a random string of characters makes any sense either. And none of these are really good answers. I feel like a random string of characters is the smartest choice, though. But something goofy is probably going to be like, I don't know. I was going to say not everything I was going to say is going to be offensive and bad, so I'm just going to move on. Let's go with a random string of characters, like we're just trying to anon this. After QWERTY turns to have been taken by somebody else, you type in QWERTY UIOP. It works. Okay. After a few seconds, the chat window opens and messages start appearing on the screen in quick succession. Hostage executioner. Just to be clear, I don't have a wing... Wait, what? Wing lag. God damn it, this is too fast! I wasn't sure... Here, stop. Go back. Just to be clear, I don't have a wink rag. Oh, okay. Cult of Luna. LMAO. Thirst victim. Oh, for sure. Hostage execution. No, for real. Cult of Luna. LMAO was meant for Jerry OFC. Jesse Hooker. Not much longer. Bastardo. Yeah, Jerry is the chat MVP. Hostage executioner. I mean, I've admitted to far worse things on here. Sexy bozo. God, I'm so horny. Hostage executioner. Not sure why I'd have to need to lie about this one. Cult of Luna. OMG. Literally, who cares? Like, turtle guy. You and me both, bozo. Filthy. Heart's filthy lesson. Wait. Who is QWERTY UIOP? Jesse Hooker? QWERTY UIOP? Hopeful no one? No idea. Thirst victim. New user? Wasn't here a second before. Hostage executioner? What the hell? Was anyone informed? Hopeful no one? No. No announcement. Heart's filthy lesson. I know I wasn't. At Jerry 2010? Cult Luna? Jerry 2010 at QWERTY AOP. Identify yourself within 2 minutes or get banned. I'm gonna pause here because this is gonna be hard to do. Trying to maybe I won't say everybody's name. I don't know. I'm gonna need to think about what I should do here.